beat a Faceless Void and an Abaddon, you need to be so fast. And an Invoker, didn't even mention that. You need to be so speedy. And we said Demon Slayers better play fast, and the Death Prophet gave them the opportunity, but they weren't fast enough, guys.
Be aggressive. That's what you need to do.
X was aggressive. He was jumping in, jumping out, trying to get some kills, but...
He needed more, though. He needed backup.
He needed that Prophet to use that ulti of
Yes, we were talking about that.
Yeah, we heard about saving strats, but this one is saving ultis for the next game. It's tough. I mean, you're playing against Faceless Void with no save on your team, which... That's what I like to see. Yeah. And in the late game, it's going to come to that point where Faceless Void do whatever he wants, especially once Invoker gets the Cataclysm. He buys back on Gyro, dies once again. Game ends. Game's done.
They had a couple of good fights early on. Axe was doing well on the lane. After the laning stage, he was rotating around. He bought back in one fight to take down that Void. Did fairly well. Old White, we talked about him. I believe Lacoste actually said that he has to step it up. He did step it up, but I don't know. The rest of them, they were kind of behind.
Especially the first Blink reveal around 12-13 minute mark where he kills the Faceless Void, kills one more support, and this is the ideal timing. Every single time they use DP ulti, it felt like they were just winning the team fights because...
Yeah. Moxie, was Twitch chat naughty or nice?
Definitely naughty. It's NA Dota. Come on, guys.
Who did they vote for as MVP of the game?
It is.
Moo. They were nice, but they were also, I mean, they did go for the shortest letter name.
Yeah, that's it.
So
it's any Dota. You can't spell too much.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
No, you're not.
It's only
no, you're not. You can't even say that with a straight face.
It's only the math
I feel harassed.
bad at. Oh.
And look at that. We are in at the draft.
All right, let's hop in.
Game
let's
2
go.
on the way. These players, they want to just play Dota, you know? They've been waiting.
How do you let a Kunkka through? How do you let a Kunkka through?
How did you let Kunkka through a Abaddon plus Void in the previous one? That's a bigger question.
It's not just Kunkka.
A Shadow Demon too, right? Yeah.
And Void, yeah.
And Void.
I mean, at least the Gyro got banned still. And the, yeah.
There's a Shadow Demon though.
How about Demon Slayers get the Void for themselves?
That'll work. That seems a little bit contrary to the name, but you know.
Sure.
It'll work.
Shadow Demon is pretty good for them as it allows them to break up Kunkka's combo. You can't really just X-Torrent into a boat or anything when you have a Shadow Demon against you. So overall, it's good that they took some save, which they severely lacked in that last match. Like if only, like, especially with that Prophet.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if you're playing with that Prophet, you need save.
Man, I still feel so bad. Like I feel like Old White really stepped up his game. He has some really amazing calls, but the rest of the team just wasn't reacting fast enough.
Axe has very big back, like he can carry a lot, but the four of them from Demon Slayers were just too heavy in that last game.
Demon Slayers, they're revealing what they want to do. They want to put Razor against Kunkka, so J.Storm might shift Kunkka to the side lane, maybe even, I don't know if you want to fully commit to this, pick something like a Queen of Pain, because Queen of Pain is just too good of a hero not to have against Razor. I suppose Demon Slayers will ban it out in the second phase.
Yeah, there's Mirana and Queen of Pain, right? And Mirana has been banned out by J.Storm. Instantly allows Demon Slayers to take care of that Queen of Pain in the second banning stage, and then Razor should be fine. There aren't too many heroes that deal with him in the laning stage very well.
Just by having a Shadow Demon in your team, it allows you to have a save, you have ability that scales well. Into the late game, you have a BKB piercing ability, so it's always good. Doesn't matter what, do you have an extra item or just a brown boots, it's still great of a hero.
Now, is this a situation where Demon Slayers might want to pick up the Faceless Void for themselves? Generally, you want to watch out, right? Because Kunkka with boat can be very problematic. But if they get the right jump, or if they can get a disruption on the Kunkka during it, there's a possibility of...
Rom is pretty good versus the Chronosphere, but Void is just an amazing hero at the moment. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him even for Demon Slayers, It's definitely an option that they can go for.
It feels like nobody really wants to show their cards just yet. I mean, this is big, right? You know, this could be a deciding game right here, right now.
Yeah. 10 seconds. Demon Slayers have not had a win yet this entire tournament, so it would be meaning a lot to them if they can at least pull out this upcoming one.
Well, if
There-
my predictions went correctly.
Yes.
I
the way
said
they're
J.Storm
playing-
first game. Well,
You can see that they can be matched up against any of the teams here. They just need a little tiny bit of something.
But what is that something?
They need a demon to slay.
I mean, they have.
They have him on
This is as
J.Storm.
close as they're going to get to
Yeah.
having a demon to slay. Demon, of course, being the coach of J.Storm.
Are they lying to us? That's the question.
Terrorblade's a demon, Anti-Mage is a demon from old Warcraft 3. So
Is it
maybe one
really?
of those two.
Yeah.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah.
I didn't play Warcraft
It was
3.
actually called Demon Hunter.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't play Warcraft 3.
I have no
That's not a
eyes.
nice thing to say, Moxie.
I'm sorry. You know, back in the old days, we didn't even have computers. Leave me alone.
Queen of Pain banned out. Rubik picked up
Another
by
flame
Demon
hero,
Slayers. Yeah. Not the greatest fan of the combo of supports, but still, it can work out. You can put Shadow Demon on 4 or on 5, and he'll do his job very well. We see a lot of teams really go for that Shadow Demon 4, and then you get some fast, I don't know, Etherlands on the off lane. You just do so much. You can pressure the safe lane quite a lot.
I don't see a reason why you should not go for Faceless Void right here. I mean, you have Kanka's combo. Once again, they picked Rubik if there's going to be a Faceless Void so that he steals a Chrono, but we didn't see any Chrono steals in the last game.
No.
Even if you steal it, you can still walk around in it, waltz around in it as a void. So,
Did we ever find out about the webs?
about the webs and Rubik,
Yeah.
I'm pretty certain. Okay, I'm not certain.
No, you need to say it with
I'm not
confidence.
certain, but
no,
I believe
outcome.
Brood cannot walk on them. Like she
Okay.
doesn't get free patting like Void gets in the Chrono. But I'm not 100% on it.
Well, if you know the answer, please tweet at Blizzard Dota
Yeah,
2.
just tweet at me, guys. It's strange. There's so many mechanics in Dotes. Like when you're playing, Seb was saying this actually yesterday in the green room. Like when you're playing, you know exactly how big a stun is, like how far you can land to an inch. But when you're just talking about it, like I don't know the range.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know the exact number, you're just
Yeah.
playing by the feeling.
New hero.
New hero.
Korean protector.
Yeah. Thank you, Seb, for backing us up when we look stupid.
If TI winner says it, it must be right.
I mean,
Yes,
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
for sure.
I like the trade pickup here, actually. It's going to give them a lot of sustain for those towers, too. And, of course, the overgrowth. You've got two very large AoE team fight spells, right, with the bow,
They have
and also the...
they have huge AoE spells, but first and foremost, Crystal Maiden, to utilize her spells, she needs to be safe from disruptions, right? From disruptions, from Rubik stealing
That's
hers,
true.
from lifts. And she's the one that brings the majority of the damage right now between these three. They need something more. They need definitely more damage on the side of J.Storm.
wait, what year is this again? My boy Train Protector getting some loving from J.Storm.
Yeah.
I love this hero
Just
in
go-
general, but he could use some loving from the Ice Frog, to be
A
honest.
hero that would be pretty good for them right now versus Demon Slayers is Phoenix. Like,
The thing, one of the things why they picked Train Protector is that Demon Slayers don't have any overtime damage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Besides, like Shadow Demon has some, but it's not that effective.
they don't have dots and they don't have any built-in BKBs, so 3 and plus Phoenix combination would be pretty good for them.
But that's
we'll
all
see.
magic if they do that. Like, you just get BKBs.
That's true, but it's overtime, and this combo is just easy to play with, and Treant can deal with the BKBs as well with his roots.
True.
But overall, then you would be forced to put Kunka on one of the, I don't know, mid or the safe lane, which wouldn't be perfect. We'll see. They still have to deal with this lane, this Razor lane. They need to find a way to, they need to find a hero that will be able to lane against him.
I miss the days of, do you remember Nature's Guys when you used to be able to cast it on your allies? Mm-hmm. I miss those days of playing Crystal Maiden, finding like one tree in my game, and they're just like, here, Crystal Maiden, have Invis, and just getting my whole ultimate off. Oh, it was beautiful. I miss
That
that.
was good.
I miss that.
You can have a Glimmer Cape now, though.
I can, but it's less camaraderie here.
And
All right.
speaking
Okay.
of trees,
Who
they will
hates-
be cut down by the timber saw.
Good old Rizrak.
Some role play from Demon Slayers.
Yeah.
This is a perfect OD game against the Timbersaw. He's a great laner against the Razor. He's not banned out, isn't he? No.
No.
They pick Timbersaw. This is what usually J.Storm picks, and as their 4th/5th pick, Moo just loves to play that hero.
Okay.
So if you know how to play the hero, you know how to counter it as well.
That's true.
So
One hero that I did see picked quite a lot versus Razor back in the day was Pango. But even though you have that swashbuckle to work with, I believe people realize that it's not the greatest laner still versus Razor, as he still wins it, so.
They can also get Invoker. He builds into Spirit Vessel early on. If Razor wants to put a static link on him, he just uses Tornado.
Yeah. That Vessel is definitely good for them versus the Timber. They'll need it in the match.
Interesting to see both Nine and Fear talking a lot at the moment on the side of J.Storm, because, I mean, obviously we were assuming that Kunkka is going to be mid, right?
Yeah, I can see my boy Jimmy not contributing at all. He's just staring at the screen.
He's looking very intently, though. And he is holding papers.
Coach for what? I don't know. So, a lot of just magical damage coming out early from J.Storm.
Yeah, they got the slash as well.
But they're not revealing anything. I mean, Lash
No.
can be played as 1, 2, 3. Kunkka, same thing.
That's one thing I really love about this meta, the fact that like you can get these drafts where you don't know where a lot of these heroes are going at the time. So,
You know that they don't want to lane versus Razor. That's
Right.
something that you can see immediately. On the side lane, however, if Razor is on a side lane, you can deal with him with Trent plus Slash. But
we might see some musical lanes, I
Yeah,
think, trying to get that
exactly.
perfect matchup.
it seems that it's much easier for Demon Slayers to finish off this draft, as even though it's obvious what positions these heroes are going to take, Timber and Razor are obviously cores, you can't really put them on exact lanes, and they also have the last pick to work with, so.
They might need to sacrifice one lane and get a better matchup on 2 other lanes. Because right now you have a Timbersaw, you have a Razor, so I believe they're going to lose one of those lanes.
I just hope Timbersaw isn't sacked. This hero needs a good start.
Yeah.
So many times with Timbersaws, we see Timbersaws just fall out of the game completely when they are shut down early on. This guy needs to be the bully. Like if he's bullied, he's just useless.
I think, it was like a really long time ago, like patches ago. Blitz was actually coaching my amateur team. And he mentioned, like, with heroes like Timbersaw, they eat up a lot of space, right? They create a lot of space, but they also eat up a lot of space. So you have to be careful that you don't get too greedy.
Shadow Fiend.
But
You know what?
All right.
Demon Slayers, you guys said they needed a demon to
There it
slay.
is.
They found it. Shadow Fiend was a demon, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you played too much
Nevermore.
Underlords.
It's a really good pick though for J.Storm. They needed some extra damage as well, some right click and like mixed damage, right? You have some magic, you have some right click potential too. It's a hero that can lane versus Razor and Timber, I believe. So in that way, Shadow Fiend is a pretty good pick for them. But Demon Slayers, they have the last pick. They go with the Nyx. All right.
So I'm wondering what Demon Slayers are doing with their lanes, because now they have Razor, Timbersaw, and Lifestealer.
I guess they'll put Razor mid, right?
Yeah,
But
I saw Annihilate pick that one up.
They'll put Razor mid, but I'm not so certain that will fare very well for him. So far in the tournament, Annihilate, he's been like, he has had his ups and downs, right? Like that Shaker was fantastic in that last game. That Prophet starts was decent, but I'm not so certain Razor is the best pickup for him versus Shadow. Like what? You're
It's
gonna
not a good match.
Yeah, you're gonna link him. He's gonna raise you to the face. You're done.
So who do you favor in this second game? Do you give Demon Slayers a game?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
there we go.
With
He's very
Jason.
decisive this time. I like it.
Yeah, how about you, Moxie? You sticking with your 2-1?
I'm sticking with my prediction. I'm going to
Okay.
stick with it.
Demon Slayers for Moxie, Lacoste?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with J.Storm. I believe the Demon Slayers are not utilizing their last pick, even in the previous one. This is the pick where you change the whole draft. You can pick whatever you want, and I believe it's not a great Lifestealer game to start with.
So tell me, what do Demon Slayers need to do to force out that third game? Like, what is important for everybody to look at when you're watching this series, this game?
Well, they need to have a good start on the Timbersaw, because that's the hero that can easily snowball.
Okay.
I believe that's going to be a position 3 Kunkka who's going to build into Spirit Vessel. If he's going to have a good time, then he just shuts down Timbersaw. And there's a lot of magical damage on their side.
All right, all eyes on Old White, it seems, who is most likely going to be in charge of that Timbersaw. Let's find out what's going to happen here in the second game of this NA Showdown and head over to Grant and Fogged.
Hey, thanks for that one, Shiver. Yeah, this should be quite the game. Can Demon Slayers get their first win? We saw Fly to the Moon. They did get one, and it will be an off-lane Timbersaw Fog. What are your thoughts on that?
He could struggle. Definitely could struggle. We'll probably see him get like the Timber Chain and all that. It does seem a little bit greedy for them to do with this Lifestealer last pick, but yeah, could see it play out. I'm more excited just to see Shadow Fiend personally. Yeah. I know 9 is a big Shadow Fiend player, and I haven't gotten to see too much of the hero, so definitely excited to see the matchup.
What's like the big build now? Is it still straight Guardian Greaves? Do you need the Yules with like the heroes you're against this game, or?
That's a very good question. I haven't gotten to see it too much. That's why I'm curious, because I know some players really like sticking with their right-click build. Some players still do like going for Yules. Have seen, but mostly it is the mech, right?
Yeah. Yep, we see it once again. It will be Flea on that Rubik, who does go the boots first again.
And you instantly, of course, you take raises.
Yeah.
You make sure you can guarantee you get those last hits versus the Razor. Always put out that harass too, and yeah, it's pretty much a thing of the past when you take Necromastery.
Yeah. Get bought, unless you have a clock.
Unless you have
There's no
Clockwork,
reason.
yeah.
All right, and it will be that Fear Tree, one of the few people besides, some of the OG players who still even plays that hero.
Ooh, this is neat. Look, looks like they're going to start maybe as like an aggro to go for like a first blood to start their Kunkka well, not just completely sack their offlaner.
Yes.
I saw this happen a few times where there's a Kunkka offlane and he just gets nothing. He's like level 3 at the 8-minute mark. I like that they're starting this one maybe at the maybe in this position here.
Yeah, I think you're right, because the biggest thing is this Kunkka, as they talked about. The Spirit Vessel is, you just need one versus Timbersaw before he gets items. So, as I said, it feels like whoever gets like a better start, not even on the mid lane, just on the off lane is going to be more important.
Yeah, I overall, like the Lifestealer pick for me, it wasn't, I know Lacoste was like, he didn't really like it so much. I know it was like a last pick. It's not bad versus like Shadow Fiend and Leshrac. I actually do kind of like it versus those heroes. But when you throw in a Rum, when you throw in Kunkka, I feel like that changes things a lot, because then they're just able to move around faster. You're not able to kill a target with an open wounds. He's gonna need some lockdown for him to stick on targets, which his lineup doesn't have. The only stun they have on the side of Demon Slayers is a Rubik lift.
That's pretty rough.
It's pretty underwhelming.
Yeah. And we'll see. I believe this was also the first game Void was not banned or picked. We saw the Kunkka get scooped up, and then apparently you don't really want to follow up a Kunkka with a Void, I guess, because you just throw the boat into the Chrono or something, but a little bit strange there. And Mo, he will be playing that save lane Lesh, and we have seen some Leshrac. I mean, just earlier today we watched a Mickey Leshrac just pretty much carry the game.
Yeah, he played super well. So it looks like both teams are kind of starting out as aggros. We'll have the swap come out, at least from Juan here, and the same thing will happen from Fear.
All right, so no first blood's coming at all. We will see how Annihilate does here. Obviously, the Razor should secure that range creep, but...
Oh, he does not actually, but he does get it onto Annihilate. He gets himself a deny, but yeah, misses that range creep. But Annihilate also didn't get any of the last hits right now. He's going to eat some pressure under the tower here from that Shadow Fiend for sure.
Yeah, well, now Old White taking so much damage. I mean, it's 91 base damage
could die here
from the tree. He might. That Orb of Venom on tree, 91 a hit,
he's dead. And now Flea.
He's in trouble. He does have the boots first, so he probably will survive. Maybe not, though. There's going to be a stun. Here comes the bot from the tree. This is about to be a double kill. It looks like, no, the tree didn't get his next attack off.
Too slow.
Uh-oh, and now Old White.
And he's in.
Unfortunately, he only has the reactive armor, so tree's gone.
Yeah, I actually tend to see a lot of players when they do like a dual lane, they actually get the Timber Chain at level 1 because it does a significant amount of damage and it gets you an escape. Like, the reactive's nice just to be able to build them, but yeah, I feel like in that lane he could have either gotten a kill or maybe even gotten out if he had the chain instead of a reactive.
Yeah, the fact that's also, we talk about range creep, usually middle lane, but in any lane, range creeps are important, and Timber Chain would secure that.
Yeah.
Oh, Torrent. Nice dodge by Juan there, just wasting their time.
Yeah, they're keeping this dual lane, so it's not a sacked Kunkka at all. He's actually going to be able to get a lot of farm down here with that CM backing him up.
Yeah, well, let's see. J.Storm does take the early lead with that first blood.
Yeah, I like their lane setup a bit more too. Just having this, these dual lanes, they're going to be really strong. Sure, Timber at one point he's going to become, he's going to have those 2 points in the armor and he's going to be able to just kind of stand there, but Lesh is going to be able to get a good amount of farm up there. And he's still only level 2.
This might be another killer. He's going to Timber Chain. Will be enough. It will be. But man, already with just the root hit, the leech seed, a ton of damage over time. Yeah. And right now, I mean, the Timbersaw, since he only has the level 1 reactive armor, he doesn't even regen that fast. He will. Now he's like, yep, I'm keeping these. Don't want them under the tower here.
Yeah, get all that XP. I think maybe even Felice should just like move away to give him that level 3 like as early as possible, but he's gonna stick himself here to just try to help him get last hits.
Yep. And it is an illusion rune bottom. In a lot of these games, it's been a lot of runes have actually been taken, but it's still just sitting here 30 seconds after it spawned. No one cares too much about it.
I mean, that's a big one. If either one of the ones mid, I mean, ranged heroes with illusion is literally, it's pretty much a double damage. You're just able to get so many secured last hits because of it. However, for Shadow Fiend, it's not the greatest because your illusions, obviously, they sometimes steal your soul. You're trying to get your soul and the illusion gets the last hit, but he has a bottle, so fills it up.
Just full, yeah.
Yep. And he's doing great in this mid matchup.
He is 11-3 going up against 10-6. He is technically down a little bit of experience here, but they're pretty much even.
Yeah.
And this lifestealer wasn't overall last pay. It does feel like, you get a couple items. You just do run it like a Leshrac, a Kunkka, a Shadow Fiend, but we'll see if he can get to that stage of the game.
Yeah, like we said, it looks good versus the core heroes. It's can he actually stick on the targets? Can he actually bring them down because of the boat and all the other spells, as well as the root can be annoying.
Ooh, gets denied there on the range creep. Won't be able to get that one. You see Moose has used 1 mango and he's secured 3 range creeps with his Crystal Nova.
Yeah, he still has 3 mangoes too. He's got a lot to be able to throw out there.
Yeah, I think he's pretty much only been using the Crystal Nova when Juan puts Brax under.
Juan has to be careful.
Yeah.
Up and very low.
A lot of right clicks. Moose, he's like, I'll keep chasing.
I mean, we talked about on the panel a little bit how this Rubik and this Crystal Maiden, they actually start to hit a bit harder now because they hit so fast. That little increased attack speed does make difference.
Flea, I like it. He is going to head middle for that rune a little bit late, but it will be bottom anyways. And Annihilate, yep, he might just head straight down there. Moose actually in a little bit of trouble. Juan, slower attack speed, that Crystal Nova, but still throwing out the right clicks. And oh, there's a stick and a mango. I don't know about this one, Moose. Is he gonna make it? He gets him, and he does. But that does give Annihilate even more gold, I guess.
Yeah.
As well as experience, but I'm sure Juan says worth it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know the 5 positions, yeah.
So does Moose. Moose is like, worth it.
Both supports like, whatever. I got a kill. We got my teammate a kill.
Yeah.
So then, Timbersaw, level 3. Finally gets a level 2 in that reactive armor. A lot tankier with that. He's going to be close to level 4. Costa Bile, 23-2, winning the most last hits, not denies, but.
Yeah, they're still able to secure the farm down bottom. So Shadow Demon, even though he dies, he's doing his job.
He
is so ready for this.
Annihilate, yeah.
Oh, gotta be careful.
Yeah, all it takes is a double raise and a few right clicks. That will be Moose. He actually picks up the bounty rune. Will he go down right here? X is going to be there. Nice. Pulls back Costa Bile. He's at least going to get the rune if he doesn't die. And
he's got another
the rune and live, yeah. Uh-oh. There's going to be a slow on Juan. He doesn't have any spells for 5 Saints. Doesn't have the save for 10, but his teammate will help him out. And man, yeah, now the Razor you saw do pretty good middle, but once you get to level 5, level 3 raises are just too much for almost any hero in the game.
Yeah, you can't step up. And Razor playing versus a lot of ranged heroes, if they have high burst damage, can be problematic. Even the Leshrac I thought might be a situation where they could put him mid, but yeah, he's definitely having some problems here. And yeah, lane let-ups are looking good, as we mentioned for J.Storm at the start. Now they're trying to switch things up a bit here, looking for a gank. Should be able to get this.
Nice. And no one's even going to TP in yet. As you said, should be in.
Oh,
pretty recently.
He's going to get a kill though.
Oh, Juan gets turned on 9 with his Shadow Fiend. So good. Annihilate will get the kill. Once again, Juan. I don't know if that one was worth it, but I'm sure he's saying that. Costa Bile will just have to run away. A lot of damage from that Tidebringer.
It was great heads-up play there by 9, though. Just still a bit tanky, so he's able to get that quick turn and the double raise.
Yep. And now I like it. I like the Rubik staying here, because obviously if the Shadow Fiend does TP back, he won't have the souls to really do as much with the last hitting and whatnot.
Killing mid players back-to-back that is the dream.
Oh.
That's always what you want. But Moose is here.
Oh, nice put under. He's going to get a full static link. 9, yeah, he has to be careful. There's no way you can help Moose out right here. Nice kill there. Juan actually picks it up with the illusions.
Yeah, just a bit too risky for him to walk up. Just if he gets lifted and he gets pulled in, then he could be under threat of dying.
We do see it is still more than 1,000 gold lead for J.Storm. This bottom lane, Brax, he's actually having a pretty amazing time right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's level 4, kind of a little bit under level because he's been sharing, splitting pretty much experience with the CM the whole time, but he's got a lot of farm.
Yeah, even the tree's level 4, so the 5 doing pretty well. You're willing to sacrifice your experience as an offlaner, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's going to have the 6 at a very early time anyway. He's not a sacked Kunkka. These offlane Kunkkas I've seen sacked most of the time. And Moose, again.
I feel like he's just tanking ganks right now. It's good to get these kills on Annihilate because he's not really getting last hits, but
he got the ward down, right? And look at the wards if you see from Demon Slayers. They are so focused on that mid lane. They've got 3 wards kind of positioned there as 9.
Oh no, he misses one of the raids. Gets to put under, still should be a kill. Fear, he's gonna try to move over. Does he come out of invis? No, he's just running. Juan needs 2 hits. There's one. And that's gonna be the leech seed onto Flea. I love it. There's a raise. He might just take out the leech seed. He does. Fear with the double kill.
Oh, he got both. Nice.
Yeah. Dude, oh man, that Shadow Fiend almost swagged on Juan the 3 uphill, but doesn't matter. Fear gets him.
Super close. Yeah, that's big for a Train Protector. I was surprised he actually made it across the
Dude, I thought
the
he would-
ravine. He didn't
me
get
too.
revealed. He was fast enough. Yeah, he just had enough speed.
And why? Okay, so why do you go Tranquil Boots on Razor? Because I believe that is what Annihilate did. Is there like some? I just don't know.
No, I don't know. I can't justify that.
I guess if he's going to be in the jungle a lot, right? Maybe.
Yeah,
If you just max out your passive, yeah.
I don't know. I don't like that. Every time I see those type of things, it's really weird for me.
It is, because try to ask him after the game, and we're going to see the Torrent will be dodged. Close, though. He had the Tidebringer of that hit. And now this bottom tower, they don't have the most, like, building damage, but you kill the creep wave, and now like, the creeps will do the damage for you.
Yeah, and like we mentioned, like Brax, he's getting good farm levels. Are a little detrimented, but he's going to have an early Vessel at this rate as 9. He spotted out, but there's backup, and a lot of it.
Yeah, there is. Juan is just dead. He's going to go down here. Who will take it? Moose or Moo? It will be Moose. Well, let's see. Another. They're just being so annoying. J.Storm's just playing everywhere on the map right now. And look at top lane. No one is there on Radiant.
Yeah, they actually were able to push that Timber out. He can't lane versus a level 8 Leshrac. He's just going to die. There's too much magic damage. So they actually have just moved Timber bottom, send the Lifestealer to the jungle. So now, where's Razor go? Razor's got to start being more active on the map, and that's difficult.
You don't have a disable. That's a bit like Razor.
There's
feels
no
like,
one stunning.
yeah, exactly.
It's just a Rubik lift. It is really hard for Demon Slayers to make moves.
Yep. The old White, he is just trying to farm up a little bottom, but 9 is there. An easy triple raise if you get that root.
He steps up the range creep. They're thinking about it.
They are, and there will be the root. There's 1 raise, there's 2 raise. Timber chains, the 3rd raise will be their fear once again with the lead seat. Gets the last hit on it though.
And oh, did Brax get in range? He did. I think Brax got in range with the Kunkka. He got an Urn Charge. He did.
He did 2 of them.
So that's pretty nice.
That's going to be big, and that's Fear Vessel. It's not that far away anymore.
And he's got the 6. Yeah, things are looking really up here for J.Storm, and it's looking a little grim here for Demon Slayers. They have a Timber Saw, a Lifestealer, and a Razor, like fighting into the lineup of J.Storm. Like, where's the team fight, right? You look at Demon Slayers, they have no team fight. I look at J.Storm, they've got, everyone has team fight. Every single one of their heroes can contribute a lot in comparison.
And we talked, like, we actually liked Demon Slayer's draft last game. This one, even just coming straight into, you're like, it's a little bit wonkier.
Yeah, it's a little all over the place. Like, where's their building damage and where's their team fight? 2 of the biggest things I look for when I look at drafts is, and they just don't have any. They don't have either really very high. They're gonna have to get that out of this, like, sheer battling and getting items, which is tough, especially when you're already this far behind. It's 3K at 10 minutes. You're getting your jungle invaded.
And it will be at least the Yasha first on Shadow Fiend, so not going for either of those more defensive items, it looks like.
Okay, cool. So he's just going for like straight right-click build versus that Lifestealer. He wants to be that right-clicking core since they have a Leshrac as their safe lane, so that's cool. He's probably going to rush the Manta.
Uh-oh, Flea, he's in a little bit of trouble. Yep, Brax already earned him up. There's going to be the X. Nice triple stun, but Flea, I don't believe it's going to be enough to save you here. Doesn't even want to use the mana for Torrent, and he doesn't. They get the kill anyways, and Moo, he's taking a lot of damage. Stun will go on. Old White, he's just in trouble. He's not dead yet. There's the right-click from 9 goes down, and Moo is actually really low. If there's one other hero there, maybe he goes down.
He's going to start getting earned up, though, and they're just going to continue this pressure. Demon Slayers, they can't fight any of this. They're going to lose all their towers really early on. They have to start bringing like more and more heroes. They have to pretty much outnumber J.Storm somehow on these type of moves, but it's really difficult at the moment.
Yeah, especially since J.Storm, they actually brought all 5 for that. They're like, you know, we're getting that middle tower. We're opening up bottom. It opens up bottom and the triangle, which is so nice about that mid tower.
Yeah, and they can just keep this pressure up. Brax's going to have super early Vessel, and we see that Lifestealer. We know how this hero has been played for quite a while. He's got the Midas queued up, so this is pretty much like
slow,
like a 3v5 almost in a way, because even Timbersaw is not much of a hero right now at this rate. Like Razor, he's probably like the strongest one out of the cores, but he's not really that strong either. So it's, looking real tough.
It is Phase Boots Midas. 12 minutes is pretty standard. The problem is the rest of his team. I mean, Razor has some farm, but Old White, we've seen his Old White is such a feast or famine player. Sometimes you just see him do amazingly well, and other times, I mean, I don't even blame him in this game. You're just a Timber Saw versus a bunch of lockdown in the off lane.
I just have no idea how they make moves on the map. It's like they have to run around as like a Shadow Demon Rubik, either Timber or Razor as their try roaming to try to set up for kills, but like we said, there's just a lockdown from a Rubik lift, and their damage is kind of reduced at this point when J.Storm is so farmed, so definitely looking pretty tough. And Fear is just gonna keep scouting. I mean, he's doing a great job this game of just moving around the map.
And not even falling behind, almost level 8 already, same as Moose.
And look at this, they smoke.
They're waiting for someone to just like walk up.
Oh no, Old White.
Don't do it to Old White again.
He's got a raindrop and a cloak. Might be enough to keep him alive versus at least a triple raise.
There's a raindrop charge and the raises. They just want to push out this wave. And now top there are some pings. Oh, Fear
wants him.
Has the ulti, has 2 roots on him. But they'll just back out. And this is the problem when you're this far behind as Demon Slayers. Like, you don't feel safe farming aggressively anywhere.
Yeah. I'm really curious about these phase boots, or these tranquil boots.
Tranquils.
Yeah.
There has to be something.
Yeah, maybe I'm missing about something. I saw he was going Yules. I thought maybe he was going like Yules and he bought like the ring or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. I don't really tend to see it too much on like the core heroes because you're hitting a lot. Sphere.
Oh, there's going to be the root leech seed there. 9 hits, 1 raise. Nice stun, though. Flea throws him back. Should hit the second. He does. Is it enough damage? Do we have a lightning? No. And they'll just back out, but I love it. They're already grouping up top as J.Storm. They want to get that last tier 1, but guess not. They're going to leave. See ya.
Yeah. And it looks like, I mean, Demon Slayers is going to do what they can, and they're just going to play a farm game now, at least. Razor's going to farm as much as he can, Lifestealer with that Midas, and they're going to try not to give as many kills as possible. It seems like that's the approach, rather than looking for some crazy type of movements to look to set up for kills.
Now there will be nothing going on. Just gonna nuke each other, but Torrent will miss. Now, Moo, he's just farming the jungle. No stacks, but hey, you can still just farm 2 at a time. The same thing's been happening. The best part is Fear doesn't have to do anything. He's just leeching experience too. Yeah, it's tons of free experience. I mean, Costa Bila, I'm sure noticed. He's like, dude, why am I getting such little experience every time?
I've been alone farming top for like a good 5 minutes, and I've only gained like 2 levels. What the hell's going on here?
And he's gonna, I love it, the stun from the trees. Will it be enough? He can't just TP out because there's another route. Now he could if he wants to. Doesn't look like he will though. He's gonna try to open wounds, gets rooted again, goes down. I think he might have been able to just TP out, but.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. It's pretty scary. Just edict all that damage. And that was really heads up by Fear too. He's like, oh, he used Infest to farm. He actually cannot get out of this because in another situation, you just infest one of the enemy creeps.
Slowly run back.
And you slowly run back. But yeah, that one, he used it aggressively to try to pick up his farm pace and gets punished.
Brax, he is here. There's going to be the X Juan. Will get brought back. Will get torrented 9, throws out a raise. Will get put under, but gets the kill already. Annihilate. He is dominating. Gets the kill on Brax. 1 for 1 so far. Moose is getting chopped up by the blade. Annihilate does do a lot. I don't know if you want to run up that hill. Maybe they do. It's a lift up from 9. He's going to throw up the ulti. It is going to be dodged out by the Razor, but the other 2, they're taking it. He will go down. Old Whitey chops him with no HP. It's a 3 for 3 exchange.
That ulting SCM versus Rubik is always a bit of a double-edged sword, right? We're going to see how much damage. I mean, Rubik, it actually wasn't that much, but it does end up cleaning up that Shadow Fiend there. Yeah, get themselves some nice kills. They needed those.
Yeah, it's 2 cores on the side of J.Storm go down. Only 1 core. Old White goes down. And yeah, look at this. It was a nice initiation. Juan actually gets the put under before he goes down on 9, which I'm sure helps quite a bit. The boat actually doesn't hit the Shadow Fiend because he's under. And yeah, but you see Moose, he's trying, he's just ulting, and dude, I thought he was just gonna run up and get triple raised and die right there, but he does a good job here, Annihilate, of just running away from the ulti, then coming back in.
Yeah, I mean, the put under for sure. Like, if he was affected by the rum there, he probably would have been able to turn and survive. Yeah, that's a very good point there about the Shadow Demon disruption.
No, it is still the Leshrac is the most farm, but I'm gonna give a shout out. Annihilate actually just passed the Shadow Fiend in farm, obviously going to the jungle, farming with your passive, very good.
Yeah.
And they still have a timing. I think you get this Radiance before like the 19-20 minute mark, and you can finally march down some of those tier 1s maybe.
Yeah, you can definitely look to fight. I mean, with that rage and everything built in, the Timber Saw is the concern for me. Like, what's he really going to contribute? What's he going to do in the game for this team?
Yep.
Because they need some type of way to take team fights. Sure, he applies damage, but I'm just keep going back to control, because I just look at J.Storm, they've got torrents, last tree, it's just so much easy way to take team fights.
Oh, they find Fear, but it was a sentry ward, he makes it out of range. Do they have another one? Flee, oh, he's trying to chop down all the trees, and it looks like, Fear, oh, he finally gets scouted out, throws out his ulti, throws him to the low ground, he throws out the armor, he's just buying space, but Old White, he gets the kill, and hey, that's a decent chunk of gold, and he also got a lot, he didn't get the kills button, but he got a lot of experience, so.
Yeah. I like how, I don't know why I didn't think of it like that, but the Rubik, you can actually root people from range and stuff like that. So that's actually a pretty nice steal that he has there.
It is, and I mean, it's just the fact, right? It gives you vision.
Yeah.
You can just run around, do some crazy stuff. Because I doubt Dyer's going to have as many sentries as Radiant will. There's going to be the torrent. Is it timed correctly? It sure as hell is. Nice stun from Moo and Brax. That's just perfect timing.
The 3 core is setting up a gank in the bottom lane.
And hey, let's go for the base. We got Moo, we got an Edict. Screw it. Are they gonna? They probably should glyph it right away.
Yeah.
They do. Don't want to get that edict damage there yet.
Yep, force reactions down toward bottom. Kostabile dying twice, going to slow down that Radiance quite a lot.
Definitely, it might not make the 20-minute mark even now.
No, doesn't seem like it. Annihilate's getting, like you said, he's farming a lot though on this Razor. Almost with a BKB finished up.
That'll
going to negate a lot.
It's funny because that's going to be nice because it's not really lockdown, but it just makes people run away. No, Moo's actually going to take a ton of damage. He will pop that Bloodstone, pretty much heals up to full. There's a Spear Vessel on Old White. He gets X to bag. No Torrent quite yet. There's going to be a Root, but so far, Demon Slayers, no one's dying quite yet. In goes Old White. You got to be a little bit careful, though. He doesn't have much mana. There's going to be a stun ulti from 9. Gets the kill. It's only on Old White.
Flea has it stolen there.
Yeah. We'll see.
It's level 2 as well, so a lot of damage he can deal with it if he can find the right opportunity with the lift.
Now, Treant didn't even have the ulti there. Will be up now, though.
They're still keeping themselves parked right outside here, because even though they've used the Shadow Fiend ulti, they still have Tree ulti, they still have Kunkka Boat to look to fight. Like we said, they have so many different ways to actually just take these fights.
That's one of the best things about Leshrac. You have no cooldowns on like any of your abilities. We'll be able to dodge the boat here. I don't know about the stun and the torrent, though. We'll make him use an ultimate. Gets frozen. Spear Vessel, they could dive. Nope, 9. Steps back.
Yeah, cool to see that 9 actually went for this Force Staff, and then he's going for an S and Y afterwards. Lots of different ways to save teammates as well as, the catch on Flea.
Will he go down? He sure as hell will. Moo gets the, God love it, he faked out the SF ulti, and Moo's like, all right, I'll just stun you then. What are you going to do? And there's going to be a Force Staff picked up by the Leshrac, so.
They see Kostabile.
They're just, I love it. They're just like running straight at him. I think he knows they're coming, but what can he do?
How long does he have on Infest? I know he just had used it. It's about 5 seconds, so and he has the Rage TP, so he should be safe.
Should just do it, honestly. He should probably be doing it right now, but doesn't look like they're scouting for him. Maybe he'll sit up here, try to cut another wave. No, he'll TP out. Still about 400 there from the Relic.
J.Storm has placed very deep aggressive wards through these last few rotations. As we see, they have vision of the base, they have vision behind the tier 2 top, and they have vision inside of that Demon Slayer jungle. So right now, there's a lot of information that J.Storm can play around.
Even more here. Brax pretty much scout. He's invis, scouts out 3 of the heroes. And he's going to throw it out. Oh, Flea will dodge the torrent. Brax, that might have been a little bit of a mistake right there. Trying to get the right clicks, but a nice Force Staff. 9. Dude, the cores. Like 9 and Brax, it feels like are playing together more than the supports. And they've done such a good job.
I mean, he went for the Yasha. I thought maybe he'd go for Mantha or something. No, he went for Force just to save his teammates and to get away from, of course, the Razor. The Link is probably one of the big ones.
Yep. And oh, 9. He's going to throw out the old P. Won't do, it actually doesn't do any because he does have that hood, but Juan goes down the backside. There is going to be a Root coming out. Old White. He's going through. He actually kills Brax. Yeah, now they want to chase Kostabile. He has no mana. Okay, pops the stick. Rage in 5. They've already used the Shrine. Flea and Annihilate. Nice job. Force staffing Moose so he doesn't get slowed by that static. And there's going to be a dust popped. It is onto Fear. They find Moose as well. Is he to throw out the ulti? No, Moo throws out his stun. They want to go in for this Timber, but they don't have the Spear Vessel. And you see, without that Spear Vessel, they can't do much. Nice. It's max range by Annihilate. Will slow Moo a little. They do have the Force Staff again, though, from 9. Stun's going to end up missing. Azayul still so close to that BKB on Razor. You don't want to take a fight quite yet, it feels like. But maybe. They don't want to leave. You can't leave your Razor.
Oh, no.
He Yules himself, and guess what? He will just get right-clicked down. And, well, he bought it before he died. Didn't lose any gold, but lost his life.
It almost looked like they were going to be able to continue chasing there on Demon Slayers. They got scared, though. That tower's up. Heroes are starting to respawn. They got a bit spooked away, even though Brax got exploded there by Old White. Old White actually put in a decent amount of work. I've been
He's zoned out 2 heroes,
Yeah, I've been, pretty brutal on Timbersaw overall here, but he's actually getting a decent amount done just being in that front line. But it's still 8K advantage for J.Storm. They're still looking hot.
And I think the no Radiance on this Lifestealer is still the biggest issue here.
Yeah.
Because you just have that slow burn, you have that miss chance in these team fights. It's a big deal. We'll see him, Juan. Tons of Sentry wards. Wants to get some D wards if he can.
Yeah, just try to keep tabs of where Fear is, because Fear is just putting in so much work, all this information he's been giving.
Yeah, it's funny, Juan and Fear play so similarly. They ward the same plays. The difference is this tree can just run around unobstructed, invisible, while Juan has to suicide himself to get wards down.
How old is Juan? He's one of the older players as well, too, right?
He is, yeah, I believe.
Relatively
He's
old.
could be about 26, 27, I believe.
All right, so, the old man mentality, right? Like, just like Fear.
Yeah, do everything for your team, nothing for yourself. They are just going to be sitting here. You do have that 10-second BKB of Razor now, which This is a pretty big deal because it just means you're getting a longer static link up, you're getting way more damage.
Yeah, he can actually stick on targets properly and just be that. He can stick with the Timbersaw too in front line with him. Because now they've got like 3 ways of being able to just have heroes in their face on J.Storm. But there's still a lot of damage. And oh, a mech coming out for Mu here. So it looks like he's going to go for himself just some Greaves. It's tanky as well, like 20 Bloodstone charges too.
You pop Greaves Bloodstone, you're not dying for like a good minute there, it feels like.
A lot of healing.
Well, they are smoked up.
His HP regen is really high too, right? 27.4 on a Lash.
Oh, Flea, the Torrent doesn't get the X, he got the X.
Vision.
And there's going to be the kill, yep.
I wonder if that'll be one of those changes that happens since Kunkka's picked so much, right? Torrent just doesn't give vision or something like that, like something. Because I have seen a lot of times where people look like they're gonna get away, and then Torrent gives a vision, and then you get the X or something along those lines. Right? Kunkka's a super strong hero.
Yeah, he is. He'll do a put under, but it won't matter. He will get his perch up. He's actually still alive. It didn't matter. There's going to be the BKB pop by the Razor. He will get rooted down, but he's still on static link. They're trying to. He wants to just burst the wheel down, but look at Fear. He's like, see you later. Oh, the jump out's not enough. He's actually just sitting there, throws out the tree armor. Moves will go down the backside. Annihilate gets destroyed. A little bit of disconnect there. Costabile and Old White go after the tree. Annihilate goes after the rest. And a lot of damage being done. Juan does get out of his W, but he gets brought back. He goes down in this tower in a lot of trouble now.
Definitely looked like some type of miscommunication, right? Like them chasing the tree that they don't even get Fear, and then Annihilate gets exploded going up onto the high ground by himself.
And that's one of the problems, right? As we know, Annihilate, I don't even know if they scrimmed once with him before. I know there was some problems with the other team, and they just had to bring him on, so
yeah,
you can see the communication issue. There is an X. They actually find 9.
Got a Force Staff. It gets lifted. Another Force by Mu.
They try to save him. There's going to be a root as well. Fear gives him the armor. Is it enough? The armor, it's actually healing him. It is. Costabile, he had to get out. Didn't want to commit for it. Mu throws out the stun. There's going to be Yules. He might be able to hit this stun now. No, Old White still running away.
Another X. Brings him back.
Is Mu. He's taking the damage. He has the Bloodstone still. Already used the mech. In comes the boat. Guess what? He has the rum now. You are not killing this Leshrac. Tree are. They're trying so hard, but
he keeps getting
they can't.
Force-staffed.
Oh my God, all these 4 steps. I mean, you brought it up, right? And when it's only the Rubik Lift, looks like they should get Bragg. They should.
They should get him.
They should, and they will.
And there we go.
Costabile finally brings him down. Oh, Fear. He uninvis. There's the X. There's going to be Yules. He will have the invis up. But it won't matter. They get the kill. Old White says, that's mine.
This stolen X doing so much
did
work.
A lot of work, that fight.
It looked like it just scared J.Storm a lot, too. They kept having to, like, run away, even though, like, just disengage constantly. There is an interaction, I know, that with the X. If I think Brax X is the X target, and then you use it, doesn't it break the first X?
Well, I have no clue, Bog. Thanks for asking me, though.
I think that's one of those where you can X the X person, and the second X, I believe, breaks the first X.
Okay. We might see it.
I mean, it's definitely possible. I haven't seen it in quite some time, so I'm not sure if the mechanic has changed at all, but...
And here is the big problem, it feels like, not on LA, but this tower being up. The tier 1 tower is still up bottom and middle. We're 26 minutes in now. And
they can't even take it, because now Tree's just going to full heal it afterwards.
Yep. That's the thing, unhealable damage is not a thing. Uh-oh, Flea, he's still alive. This might have been a little bit deep of a dive from Mu. He is going to Bloodstone, he's healing a lot, but the X mark, the double Force Staff is enough. 600 gold going to Annihilate. Nice Torrent, will slow him down so he can't get the Yules off. But yeah, that felt like a cocky play.
That was for sure. He wrapped around with no teammate near him at all, going from that high ground.
Almost made it to the Force Staff train that we've been seeing, but a little slow. And I like Annihilate. You could see he was like going to the Roche pit. He's like, wait, we don't really have the damage to do it, I don't think. Razor, Lifestealer, Timber, not the best damage dealers to Roche.
No, do they even have like a medallion on anybody? I don't know if they do, right? So yeah, they do not have a Roche hit.
I don't even know if you can take it after a 5-man wipe. It would be real slow.
It would be really, really slow, yeah.
And there we go. Oh, there, Costabile. He's going to find Brex. Annihilate will slow him down as well. Here comes the Timber. Well, guess what? We have 3 cores ganking from J.Storm. Demon Slayers will do the same thing.
They're like, oh, that looked good. Yeah, try that.
All right. And once again, there's going to be the lift. He actually breaks the trees with the lift as well. Goes in this, cuts down the trees. Costabile gets the kill.
J.Storm, looks like they're getting a little bit sloppy here. Demon Slayers is taking advantage of all that with this Radiance time now.
Yeah, that seems to be the J.Storm kind of problem. They've owned almost all the early games, even the games they've lost, and then you get to this like mid-game 25, 35-minute mark, and they just kind of get scattered. It's strange.
It is tough, right? Like the way that Dota's gotten, it's so hard to break high ground.
It is. And I guess, I mean, they don't really need to. As you said, they have that Treant who can just heal their towers, but they finally get that middle tower on Radiant, so they open up the top a little bit more.
I like that 9 also has a BKB now. I feel like, sure, you're going to get linked, sure, like some of this stuff's going to be annoying, but it allows you to hold your ground rather than just always having to run away if you get hit by any type of disable.
There is going to be the mech picked up now by the Timbersaw.
He's got an Invis Rune, scouting it out, but Flea is also doing his own scouting.
Dude, I love it. There's going to be the lift. Dude, Fear and Flea are just sitting in those trees. Because he stole, though, he loses the invisibility. They don't go on him. Moose goes down. That's going to be an instant buyback. We'll see what Slayers wants to do. They want to back up. Probably a smart play. He is in the Ancient with that Radiance. You don't see that much anymore.
The Prowler.
Yep. Don't want to get locked down. We'll just nuke it. Yeah, Flea, as you said, doing so much work, just scouting, giving him vision, gets him the lift that gets him the kill.
Yeah, he was lucky too. Like the time that he was invis there, they put down a sentry like right afterwards. It was very close to him getting caught.
And we see Fear, he's trying to get some D wards, but Radiant, they were playing in that area, but they never placed a ward, so a couple wasted sentries.
Yeah, good moves there in the last few minutes. They've cut that gold lead from what? It was like 9, almost 10K, maybe even higher than that, down to the 6. Yeah, a little bit ahead of that 10. Look at the ticks to it recently. They've been doing really well in the last like 5-6 minutes. It's all Radiance moves. You've been killing observer wards, taking towers.
Yep, and we saw that. The gold graph looking good, but the experience graph looking even better. And sometimes you just want some levels on your team, especially on someone like a Rubik, Timbersaw. And now you see it, J.Storm, after those couple of miscommunications, they're playing so much safer. No one going over the river on either side.
Yeah, they're giving a lot of space to this Lifestealer. And, you know, we said the Lifestealer, he has good core matchups. He's versus a Shadow Fiend, a Lesh, and even a Kunkka. Like, he can actually bring these targets down pretty well with that Rage if he sticks on them. It's just if he can stick on them, like we said.
Do you like the 2 damage per Soul Talon over the 150 raise damage in this game?
I think he just wants to be that, like, the core that can actually transition. Because, like, looking at their lineup, he needs to be like a right-clicker, right? If they actually want to be able to take it in that way. So I can understand why he did it, and also because of his build, right? He's got the SNY, the BKB. He's going for this, like, hardcore right-clicking build. Yeah. So I can see why he did it.
Well, Poison's being thrown out. They do scout out 9, maybe not Brax. There's going to be a Solar Crest used on 9. There's going to be one. It's going to be the lift put under as well. Coastabila, Island. We might just have a straight-up fight going on right now. Shadow Demon will be the first one to die. Did he get the purge off? Yep, but Guardian Dream now, Moo. He's looking. He's trying. Nice 4-step uphill. Moo's 4 steps uphill, and guess what? Demon Slayers, they can't do anything because of all this. Stun from the high ground still. Whoa, Fear. I think you might be in a little bit deep. BKB's off the route, and now Annihilate just running in. There is going to be a Solar Crest. Ulti is going to be faked out. Cancels it. Juan kills the ward. Guess what? That's a dieback if he goes down. Help me, he says. No, Lightning will be there. Flea actually steals the boat. That is Radiance. And now 9, he's a little bit of trouble. Yes, he goes down. Moo, he's in trouble as well. Will his ulti do enough? Goes to Belay, just right-clicks him down. Old White finally drops. They have the Spirit Vessel. Brax played this fight a lot better than some of the last ones. He has to stay alive, it feels like.
Yeah.
Just Solar Crest Spirit Vessel, that's what you are. Now they're running him down.
Lifestealer is completely online now, and he's, like we said, the good core matchups. He's just getting able to chase. He's got the Manta finish too, and now they also have found Moo. He gets stunned up.
Can they get him? He does have very high movement speed. We have an open wounds. He will use it. Solar Crest plus tree armor. They got to back up. And this time, some nice communication, but no, the X is out. No Torrent, no boat. And good job by Demon Slayers. This is a 4K game now. They're slipping a little bit on J.Storm.
Yeah, they're getting just way better teamfight executions and just having these frontline heroes like this. I mean, the Shadow Fiend's not able to really do that much damage in the fights. Moo without a BKB as well. He just gets like, caught by a couple hits and he drops very fast. They need to get their own initiations on the side of J.Storm for them to get a better start off.
It looked so good at the beginning for J.Storm. 2 of the heroes just 4-step to the high ground. I mean, Radiant doesn't really have the movement to catch up, but then they bait him in and J.Storm kind of chases.
Yeah, Fear went, I think, onto the Razor on the left side. He forced the BKB, but his team was nowhere near him, so he died. And then it actually caused a couple other deaths to happen, so.
Okay, SNY coming out on Razor now. You get the status for this. The move speed's always nice on someone like Razor. And once you get that Basher on Lifestealer, then you have some lockdown.
Yeah, I mean, Coastabila, he's looking like he could be into potentially carrying this game for his team right now. 5-2 and 6, he's getting this farm online even more so.
And you can see why before, you know, these HFNs and these Hectors, Coastabile was considered the South American carry to watch out for.
Oh, yes, the lift off, actually.
He does, and they do a lot of damage. There's a 3-4 steps. See you later, tree armor.
Yeah.
not much you can do there.
Well, that's the way you save versus just pretty much a
Yes.
Rubik lift. It just breaks the lift, and it also just, yeah, there's nothing else really to catch. So,
And it's weird because you can't really itemize against 4-steps, right? So they can pretty much just do that over and over.
Are scanning.
And there's a gem, I love it. Gem on the Rubik, so they've just been kind of 5-man clearing. Uh-oh, there's gonna be the 4-steps, are gonna be back up. There is gonna be a Yules there, but Moose is gonna go down. Whoa, all the trees are cut down for some reason, and now he's just throwing out the ult. He has the tree armor, but it won't be enough. Costabile unstoppable, and one by one the feeds are coming. There's gonna be a Yules torrent, get dodged, but the stun comes out from Lesh. Can't commit on Old White right now, though.
the 5-man of Demon Slayers is starting to look quite a bit stronger, though, than J.Storm. J.Storm's not actually able to just commit onto a hero hard because of these BKBs, these Yules. They're able to keep disengaging from the X, from all those initiations from J.Storm.
Yep.
It's looking pretty good now. Everything's starting to come together for sure in these last few moments.
Yep, and I love it. Costabile, you see, turns the Radiance off uphill. Like, yeah, run on up into us. They try to chase. That was very close to actually hitting the Kunkka and slowing him down. They look for fear. Guess what?
They've got a gem.
Lee has the gem, and that's going to be an easy kill. And all of a sudden, it is a 6K lead for J.Storm. They actually gained some, and there goes the Courier with the Basher. Looks like Moo ends up killing that Courier.
Yeah.
Well played by him. Still tons of Bloodstone charges, even though he's died.
Yeah, and even though, like, I think, like you were saying, like, even though it's a 6K gold lead for J.Storm right now, it does feel like Demon Slayers have this, like, firm control right
Like,
now.
they have an advantage, yeah, even though they truly don't. Well, Radiant is going to try to do Roshan. We can see how quick they do it. As you see, it's a tad of a struggle.
Yeah, it's a bit tough. You know, at least the Timber is keeping himself kind of, oh, yep, just kidding.
They have to, yeah.
Too tough.
It's just, I think if they do get a 5-man wipe, they can do it now. They have enough items to do that, but if there's only one tree dead, no. And okay, they just walk right into it. I like it, and I think they saw, yeah, they had a ward, so they know Timbersaw has no mana or HP. Obviously, he does just Shrine up right now, but they might be able to get this Roche before they have the raises.
Yeah, and they do have the BKB on Moon now, too, so he probably feels a lot safer going into these fights, and now it will be an Aegis on 9, so he also will feel safer trying to make any type of aggressive
Oh,
moves.
gets the X, does Yules, but he didn't even use the Torrent yet. Braxton knew that Old White would try to juke him out. There's gonna get put under. Will it be on time? He's still alive, just run uphill. Fear hits the ulti onto 2. Costabile immediately. It was on to 3, actually. Juan was there as well. He just BKB clicked down by the Shadow Fiend. Fear takes a lot of damage, but it won't matter. He stays alive. Has the Guardian Greaser moves. Well, finally dies, but he baited everyone in. Now Annihilate trying to steal enough damage. Steals about 70. Yeah, now Annihilate, he's just running at him. Same with Costabile. All of a sudden, whoa, moves 4 steps to the high ground, throws out his ulti. No one there can really cancel it, but they try to throw a stun. Costabile just melting down the Shadow Fiend. He does have that Aegis, will get popped. Flea now throws out his ulti. He's on the high ground, zoning them all out. There's gonna be Old White going down in Shadow Fiend. Looks like Will make it away. Costabile, he wants more. Annihilate's pretty low. He has to know his teammate could be in a little bit of trouble here. There's gonna be the X. Gets brought back immediately, so he couldn't really time anything. There's gonna be the Rage. Nice Yules onto the Leshrac. And they back up. It's still just that 6K. They're just trading blow for blow right now.
Who died back? The Old White, right? That's a pretty big one there. He's down for another 70 seconds. Brax just off the mark.
Wait up, Moo's here, but
Can't
it is
catch him.
nighttime. He does run into the creeps. Yeah, gotta be careful.
Go to the creeps, yeah. Looked like for a second maybe he caught a glimpse of him there.
Said it will be, where's the rune at? It will be that double damage bottom. Classic DD.
These fights are so hectic, right? Like, it's just little small things coming into play. Like, Annihilate had to, like, kind of inch his way around the side of the team fight because his BKB was used prematurely, and then he has to be really careful. If he gets caught by, like, any type of disable, he was likely to die. But yeah, Costabile is still proving that he is a very strong fighting force, at least for his team, but...
And Fear with that, he got the big 3-man ult. You have both supports plus life. Obviously, life still just rages out, but it forced him to use that rage early, and Juan goes down immediately as a... What level is the Shadow Demon, by the way? I thought it was, okay, 15. He's getting there. I thought he was even lower level than that, but...
Yeah, it didn't look at first like he caught 3 heroes, right? We saw like right at the bottom of the screen.
And they were like, oh, and then I love it, the BKB Shadow Fiend just kills him.
Yeah.
Fear doing his job. And it will be a butterfly. Shadow Fiend has 5K gold right now. Could buy it now if he wants.
It's like the straight right-click build that we used to see on Shadow Fiends.
And very, very good, obviously, versus the Lifestealer. Oh,
yeah, oh, this is the gem. If they can get this kill, he's super alone. I mean, there's no one even close to him.
He's dead. That's the gem. Fear instantly picks it up, and yeah.
That was a very aggressive position. Maybe he just didn't expect this at all because they have all that ward coverage up in the top jungle on J.Storm, but that was a very far position, especially when you have a gem and no one else is near you. Like,
And now all of a sudden they're like, their fear just gets so much happier. He's like, well, they won't be able to just completely kill me every time they see me now.
Yeah, and you're gonna know anytime if they have a vision outside the base or if they have vision on top of your back line. Yeah, very important actually.
There's gonna be the glyph. Will clear out the creep wave, but look at this. Moo does not carry. He's getting close to that 25 cal as well to Edict. Oh, a lot of damage from the Shadow Demon. But the Guardian Greaves there. No Rubik, and Rubik is very important, it feels. I mean, he's pretty much their only cancel on any channeled abilities.
Yeah.
They're going to move forward. 9 will get Solar Crested out. Yeah, Moo will run back for now, though. Costa Bile, when that rage is gone, they have to back up.
Yeah, triple 4 stabs immediately as soon as he open wounds any type of target, and they forced a little bit of pressure there, but will start to back themselves away, pick up these runes.
Yep. Illusion Rune will be bottom as well, not the biggest deal.
Yep. Still kind of chilling around this mid lane, maybe trying to bait Costa Bile in. Moo,
oh,
we'll get
there's the Badger, yeah. They take a lot of, I love it. 4-step uphill, Radiant's like, we know there's 5 heroes up there. And that's the thing, the save is there, but Moo, he can always just stun right after. No one really wants to commit. Neither team has used a premature BKB, which is very good. There's gonna be the Yules. Just damage being thrown out on both sides. He's going to throw out the open wounds. He will pop it. Any basher hits? Not quite yet. Double 4-step uphill. They're just baiting him in and out. There's going to be the boat. It will get on Moo and Brax. Doesn't actually hit anyone, but doesn't need to. They just want that rum. There will be a tree ult. He hits onto 3 in the backside again. Guardian Greaves gets used. I Annihilate. He's just getting right-clicked down by 9. He doesn't even care. I Annihilate's dead. Costa Bile's in a lot of trouble. Will he get fear? That is going to be the gem if they can even pick it up. Will they? They have to try to run away, and now he's gonna hop into Flea. Flea, get me out, please. He says Juan says, I'll tank this one.
Brax cutting the tree, actually. They're able to find Flea. The torrent's not on the mark, but...
Uh-oh, and guess what? Wait, use the X a little early. I think they should still get him here, but a good try to get him out. Man.
Annihilate just walked in, and there's too much damage for him. Like, he ran in trying to get, like, a link off, it looked like, but he just starts getting beat on by almost everybody. And the rum, it did get applied, I believe, on most of the heroes on this side of the
J.Storm.
Yeah, so... I think it connected on the Timber as well, but either way, they got hit by the rum, which is the big thing, because all that damage gets reduced, and it's not like there's like burst damage, like it's very like slow damage on Demon Slayers, and this Costa Bile has to be very careful of his positioning. He was like caught in the trees, it looked like, for a long time.
Yeah.
They're getting really tanky, right? J.Storm, we see the build that Moo went for with these Greaves, with Plate Mail, with the Bloodstone. He's a really hard target to focus fire.
Yeah, he is. And you talk about not even just the tankiness, we just instantly, right? 2 4-steps uphill. Radiant actually just has no control for this dire team right now.
Yeah, I kind of chuckled because it's just like instantly they both get they get 4-stepped away.
Oh,
we'll find Fear.
Fear goes down. Who does have the gem right now?
It
is on Brax.
It's on Brax. Okay, so he did pick it up quick.
Yeah, good job there. It didn't look like the Lifestealer, I think, tried to, but he didn't have the room. And you don't really want to like put an item in your backpack when you're still in the fight.
Yeah, you're not thinking about that kind of stuff.
No.
You're prioritizing for sure.
Well, full assault, Kyrus almost up on Brax. Now, I love it. Brax played so aggressive early, and now he's literally just sitting in the back, solar cresting and spirit vessling the Timber Saw.
Yeah, Spirit Vessel, your Shadow, or Solar Crest, your Shadow Fiend, Spirit Vessel, the Timber. Yeah, now with EC, and he's definitely doing his job.
And there's going to be a jump port. They want to try to get a kill. It will be on to Moo. He pops the BKB, and I Annihilate. He has his own BKB. He'll use the Yules first, though. Will he pop it? Yeah, he pops it immediately. 9 is there. He gets the statically. He's taking so much damage still, but now 9, he's stolen too much damage, and there's going to be the ulti. Will stick up Guardian Greaves, heals a little bit. Old White, it is a tough kill. Nice. Yules, though. He dodges the X. Everything. Can he make it out, though? No, the boat will come in, hit on him. Spear Vessel's still there, but Old White still alive. Moo trying to run. Costa Bile, nice 4-step downhill again, but he does Yules. Juan might be able to find him now. Flea pops down that Crystal Maiden ulti, gets the kill, and Demon Slayers, once again, they're like the Goonies. They never say die.
Yeah, I mean, it's really true. They're really not getting demoralized. They're still able to take all these fights in such a crazy manner.
Yeah, they do. I mean, these 4-steps actually just every single time they can't really catch J.Storm, but when they get on top of one, if he doesn't get blown at the beginning of the fight, like, it feels like his Q really is what's setting up these kills now.
Yeah. Oh, hype. I never get to see this Shadow Fiend talent. We'll talk about it in a second as Brax is getting chased around here in a circle. He's around the shrine, but he is very dead. That is the gem.
Oh, wow. That's huge. Costa Bile's godlike, by the way.
Yeah.
That's the BTW, Fong.
That's what we were saying, right? Like, potentially he could put this team on his back right now. It's down to 5K, and he's got all of his items online.
And now we are praising Demon Slayers, but I have to know about the talent you want to talk about.
It's just the -5 armor on Shadow Fiend. We always see them go for the CDR. He's got the it's a lot of minus armor coming out. They also have the AC. But right now, no Lesh, no Kunkka. This could be a set of racks here for Demon Slayers.
Yeah, it sure feels like, as we talked about, they don't have much Roche damage. They probably don't have much tower damage, and they are getting it. It is kind of slow. Do you just back up or do you go for the, no, they're going for the melee.
Yeah, I think you definitely move forward.
Go. Yeah, no Brax, no Lesh, Roche timer. Let's go in 2 minutes, and they're going to get a full melee racks. What a great job by Demon Slayers. Just, even these fights, I'm sure they're just getting frustrated from all these force staffs, but not letting it get to them, just taking good chases and good uses of their BKBs. Like, Annihilate popped an early one, what, like 4 fights ago, and since then, he hasn't wasted it once.
Yeah, and he's just kind of like charging in. He's charging with the BKB, allowing Coast to build to stick on targets, and it's also allowing Flea to get these good steals off. I mean, the last one he got that freezing field steal at the end there to finish off the Lesh.
It almost feels like I'm almost a Linken's hater, but I almost feel like you need on the Shadow Fiend because he just got Link that fight. You saw they just started fighting each other, and the Shadow Fiend did absolutely 0 right-click damage. And with your build, you kind of need to do right-click damage. But I don't know. Yeah, obviously, we'll almost level. You take the attack speed, right? I think everyone does, but on the Razor.
On the Razor, yeah.
See, he's going to be very close soon.
I don't even know what the other talent is now that you mentioned it. It's more unstable current? Yeah.
It's plus 200.
Oh, yeah,
that's
got buffed,
quite
right?
a bit,
got buffed quite a bit, but yeah, I mean, the attack's amazing.
Flea, I hope he doesn't have the gem again if he's going to go. Instead, it is Moo taking a ton of damage. Moo wants to run uphill. He wants to throw out that stun. Can't. There's going to be a Yules onto Old White. There's going to be a stun. No, but he misses from the backside. Here comes Annihilate. He hasn't popped anything. There's going to be the BKB, the right-click fly. But guess what? He did Static Link 9 again. Is it going to be the ulti? That could be what kills him. It is. Nice timing by 9. There goes Old White. There goes Annihilate. Double buybacks coming. Dire, they know. They've lost fights before. Get the double buyback and run.
Yeah. Got the full link like you mentioned, but yeah, they still have an overwhelming amount of magic damage that can come through as soon as those BKBs wear off. And that's a big win there. That's them forcing these buybacks. So now it's like, okay, we have to try to set up something.
Yep, and there is only 1 buyback on the Radiant right now, which is that Lifestealer. And with Roche coming up very shortly, it's going to be tough.
Oh, full Bloodthorn. Okay, so that's his idea to deal with that evasion that's coming out from the Shadow Fiend rather than going for his own MKB.
You know, like Dire actually did scan the Roche pit, and it was red, and then it turned green, so like, all right, we know they're not in it. They've already ran away. I remember when scans first came out, people were like, this is ruining the game, and really it's not the biggest deal, but it can have such a high impact. It's fun. It feels like one of the higher skilled things in the game right now.
Yeah, I definitely like scan as a concept overall. I like it's good because it has a decent cooldown. I think if it was like anything else, like if it was reduced more, it's like of course then it would be a little bit ridiculous. But yeah, the cooldown of it makes it feel very appropriate.
Will be the X. We saw, I believe, Flea has it as well. So, well, bash it into X marks the spot. And there is that Bloodstorm, as you talked, that Lifestealer. He does some damage. And if Razor can get that MKB, I think he actually wins the man fight versus Razor now, but he does need the MKB first.
Versus Shadow Fiend, right?
Yes, yeah. My bad.
Yeah, maybe. Like, there's still a lot of things that we have to keep in mind, right? Like, there's still the Greaves that can be popped. Solo Crest is going to be thrown on that Shadow Fiend a lot of the time, too. AC Aura. It's a lot of different buffs and debuffs that are going to be coming out. But yeah, the man fight is definitely going to be there for both that Razor and Lifestealer.
Uh-oh, the X is there. And it's, the Yules. It's there. Can they maybe commit for this? There's going to be Lift. They're going to throw him uphill. Nope. There's one, 4-7. You damn well know there's about 3 more waiting if they want it. They're going to throw it out. They're just doing it. There is going to be the Demonic Purge. And there's the other 4 staff. Both teams. It is a 4K lead for J.Storm, but they've lost their Axe, and it's pretty much dead even at this point. It feels like maybe J.Storm, the Shadow Fiend, could be the end-all be-all, but the Lifestealer, they're both pretty much 6-slotted at this point. And they do. You see, the Dire team, they don't have Roche taking problems. When they want to right-click it, they can.
Yeah.
They come stun.
Oh, the illusions.
Dude, they do a lot. Juan level 20 now on that Shadow Demon. So he is getting, look at that, the Soul Catcher cooldown.
He's got the 5 position, the 5 talents.
He does. Whoa, Moo. He's in a lot of trouble. I like it. Moo's in a perfect position for this. Boat will end up missing on Old White. He gets forced into Old White. It's going to be on every single hero. Old White just gets right-clicked down. That's going to be a dieback. Gem of True Sight was on him as well. They need to pick it up so they can fight him. He gets the root on multiple of them. Nice 4-step away, but there's going to be the Bloodthorn. See you later. There goes 9. And Costa Bile, he is shredding them. The South American powerhouse is just running on him. Moo, you're going to go down too. I Annihilate. It's a Demon Slayers. They're pulling it off. Flea, look at that, 4 steps away, but the buybacks, they're TPing into the shrine. Uh-oh, he goes down, but if they can get the other cores out of here, I think Demon Slayers, that was a 7K swing. They were down 4K, now up 3K. Do you just run into Roche, though, if you're J.Storm?
I think you might have to. On those buybacks, you know that the Timbersaw probably doesn't have his buyback still. Rubik is going to come back. They're still a little bit indecisive. They've got a smoke coming out. Maybe that's what maybe they smoke, try to take a fight, and then go into it. We'll see which one it is the option. But looks like they're just going to walk in for now.
Will be scouted, but you can't die on Rubik already, of course, doesn't have the body. You just can't die and raise a Rubik. I don't think you can take this fight. Juan, I don't know about this one. He's getting brought back. Nice 4-step. Costa he's just running in. This man is going to try to 1v5. He didn't make it up the hill. He gets 4-stepped away again. Costa gets another kill. They can't stop this man. Moo doesn't get bashed, so we'll be able to make it out. There's going to be the X. The boat doesn't really hit on anyone. I think Rum hits onto about 2 of them. The Roche is low enough now, and oh my lord, this is quite the game. 25 seconds still on the Timber. They want to bring it down, but they know, they're like, where's Costa
There's no BKB right now on Annihilate. Okay, the X actually doesn't able to connect with that torrent.
And they're in. The thing is, the Shadow Fiend can't get put under by the Shadow Demon, it feels like, because he'll just kill himself on it. He is, he's going to try. There's going to be a static link on 9. Roche goes down, it will be 9. He picks it up. Juan goes down. Cheese is still there. 9 might lose that Aegis early. No, he gets the double raise there by the Shadow Fiend to pick him off. The rest are going to try to run. Oh, Annihilate. X. Doesn't. He's going to throw out the raw torrent. Won't hit anyone, though.
Gets the X off, though, in the meantime here.
Yep.
Annihilate turns, gives him some hits.
You got to watch out. Flea has the level 3 Crystal Maiden ulti right now.
There's a fleet also on the Kunkka, though.
He's good. He is silenced up the double 4-step once again. Annihilate does get him with the slow. That's going to be a kill on Breck. There's Flea doing so much damage with that ulti. They're going to be able to. I think you just go for that Shadow Fiend. No, they want to go for Moo. It looks like they are splitting up again. We've seen Demon Slayers do this before. Annihilate, you can't really man fight. Nice cancel on there. Moves from the high ground, frees Annihilate. That's going to be a kill. There is no buyback. 2 minutes dead on the Shadow Fiend. They find Moo's Flea with a magnificent performance on this Rubik.
Yeah, that steal was so clutch. And the silence there coming into play on the Kunkka, that was beautiful. The Bloodthorn pickup. Brax unable to get his spells off. He had just picked up Ghost Ship Fleet, and he couldn't actually turn and use it to protect his allies. And like you said, they started going for different targets, but it looks like someone made the call. They probably yelled, go back for Shadow Fiend, don't go for Lesh. They get the kill, and now, 100 seconds. They've got a big window here to look to clear up another set, or maybe even more than that. Maybe clear up 2 sets.
They might have to wait for a second. The middle creeps, they did get cleared out, and there's backdoor protection. But the creeps are coming in middle. I like it. They plant Old White there. They're like, make sure our creep wave doesn't die, Old White. And oh, I like this. Look at Moo is going to try to go for it. He wants to clear that wave, but he can't. The creeps will be inside now. Okay, Radiant, they fortify their own so they can't clear it out middle. They will be able to at least get another melee racks, it looks like, before backdoor protection comes.
They have so much time still. It's still 60 seconds without the Shadow Fiend or the Crystal Maiden.
And Demon Slayers.
They're pinging out Light Blue right now. They're pinging out the Leshrac, who's cutting those waves.
Dude, this is scary because Costa has been doing this without even having the Abyssal Blade. He still has another item he can get to upgrade that Basher.
Yeah, and he still, of course, he can eat the Moon Shard too, so he's definitely has
He's got ways
some growth.
To go. Yep. And we'll see if he doesn't have buyback, so I assume he's gonna buy out the full Abyssal now.
I mean, they just might have time for the full Magus, like we were saying. Like, they're still dead.
They definitely do. The tree armor is not enough if you don't have Glyph. And guess what? They had to clear the creep wave, but the super creeps made it in middle. And yeah, there's gonna be the Glyph, but it's not enough. Juan hitting him with the ult chat now. You conspired against me, but it don't matter. Yeah, he got bullied early game, and he's back.
Yeah, I mean, they literally had these like triple 4-staff plays like all over the place to be able to disengage from this one disabled lineup with Demon Slayers. They held it strong. This lifesteal to last pick is definitely working out as they've gotten their Megas now. And he's been putting in quite a lot of work.
Yeah, yes, and there is the full Abyssal Blade now. And the best part is if you're Demon Slayers, I feel, you just kind of stick as 5, you move around the map, you have the pressure. They're always going to get pushed in.
Yeah.
Make one hero on Dire, push out a creep wave, pick him off. Don't do anything crazy. Another gem actually bought by Flea, so get that detection.
Yeah, you're definitely feeling incredibly comfortable now. All lane's going to be constantly pushing, and you've been winning the fights even without an advantage, and now you have your own advantage. So
you almost a full Lotus Orb. Well, Timbersaw has it if he wants, saving for buyback though. Yeah, it's a smart play. At this point in the game, you don't want to just, if you have the Megas, there's no reason to all in.
Yeah, the growth of J.Storm, like sure, we saw them getting all these items picked up earlier, like the Shivas, the BKBs, like all these items, and like the Butterfly, but now it's like they've kind of they're fully stagnated after these last few lost fights. It's a Hurricane picked up, so that's cool to break of course, that link, but still problematic. The Lifestealer does get on top of you, as he has been a lot.
There it is. Timbersaw will pick up the Lotus. I love it. Even though they're mega, J.Storm realizes we can't just sit in our base. That's definitely not how you win a game.
Yep, they have to hit usually the line drawn down the mid lane before that Mega Creeps hit you, but they are starting to get pushed out. And there's illusions, I believe, right? Lifestealer illusions are pushing
picked them up top and bottom. So he's going to just Radiance clear those. The thing is, I feel like I thought J.Storm might have just all in there, and I was like, well, I kind of respect it. I don't know if you like win a team fight and then can do much after that.
They might lose their base to creeps while they're making a push forward. So yeah, they have to go back. They have to try to address this. And, problematic for sure.
Oh, got the Lifestealer illusion. Yep, it's a struggle, but they do bring it down, and now they're looking around. They see if there's any stragglers, maybe find Fear with that gem, but Fear long gone. Okay. I love it. Fear still just that blink dagger.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like many items would really help him too much. Like if he had like his medallion or solar, but they have that already on the Kunkka from ages ago on Brax.
What does the Shadow Demon have right now, by the way?
Probably just has Blink.
Hey, Blink and Aether.
Oh, he actually has a full. Oh, okay, he's got another item.
He's getting. What do you go for the 25 talent on Shadow Demon? One of the best healing supports. Okay.
Yeah, 2 disruptions. Yeah. It's like if you're a 4 position, there's the 4 position talents, and then there's the 5 position.
And then the top talents.
Yeah. He's going the 5 position talents.
And he has done such a good job this game. As we said, he got bullied early game, but come like him and Brax both, they got destroyed early, and then they both started playing a little farther back, and it worked out.
Yeah.
Now, Demon Slayers, they're definitely going to slow this game down. They have no reason to rush it. They don't want to just get thrown into some bad fight. Wait for that Roche. You have the Megas always pushing.
They also have a deep ward as well that they got put down up on that high ground. In the meantime, when they were doing all these pushes.
Oh, DD bottom.
Ooh. What did I buy a bottle?
What did Annihilate kill?
Nope.
Annihilate attacked the top rune, whatever the hell it was. Well, all right. Wait, it was an arcade. What? Well, all right. Guess he didn't want it. Maybe he thought they were coming for it.
Maybe it was. Yeah. Maybe he's like, it's a bait. I know it.
I know it.
People bait runes.
They do. And his whole team was bottom. You're probably right.
Yeah.
Don't want to risk it. And the Roche will be coming up shortly, though, and that's really when Demon Slayers. I don't think you can contest, right? Your base will just die if you're Dire.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be a really complicated way for them to try to do the defense as well as set up for a Roche defense. But like, them taking fights also just feels super difficult.
Yep. Well, Flea, he is 25. And did you like that he didn't take the spell amp at 25?
Yeah.
He took the telekinesis. What does that make that cooldown on telekinesis?
It's like 8 or something?
7
Oh, it's off by... Really? Come on. I should know that.
Yeah, you're a scrub.
That was a second. Oh, come on. I mean, when you ask pro players any questions, like, what's the cooldown of Burrow Strike? They're like,
a low.
They're like, around 10. Like, they say, like, they usually know. They usually have it's like feeling things,
I think this is one of my favorite parts of the game, though, because you're just going to ask, what about all these items? Like, supports are getting items they don't normally get because they're actually getting farmed. Even the Kunkka looks like Lotus Orb, Sheepstick queued up. And yeah, it really is. I think it's going to be a lot like this until Roche is up. I think when Roche comes up, Radiant takes it, and then they might not end the game immediately, but they'll probably start sitting in Dire's base. And there's like the Timbersaw can just sit inside Dire's base and mess with them. Whoa, Flea, they see the TP, but nice use of the Force Staff. That would have been a nice pickoff.
Trying to think how J.Storm can set up for some type of plays. It's just like you said, it's so difficult versus these Megas, and they always have to have that, Roche timer is on their mind. So it's probably just like keep lanes as far pushed out as possible until that Roche does come up so we can actually fight it.
I like this.
Simu here.
He's going to clear out one more creep wave, or is he scared? Looks like he might be a little bit scared.
He's got some backup. You see both Brax and Fear behind him, but...
Okay, the Roshan very shortly.
Oh, they saw bottom shrine. Okay, you can edict down the bottom shrine, right?
Hey, there you go. It's something.
It's something. Get them a little bit. Yeah, there we go. 125. I mean, that's a good amount of gold.
Yep. As well takes away. You never know if a TP bottom could be helpful.
Yeah. Now he probably's like, okay, now I feel a little bit safer to push forward.
Yep.
And yeah, mid and top will be the ones that are going to be pushing in, but bottom will be J.Storm's to try to actually force something at least a bit.
Yep. And okay, so the Roche time, it's a long one, my friends. 5 minutes. That's almost, it's pretty long.
Yeah, it's pretty much max, isn't it?
Looks like it's moving quicker. Am I crazy?
Yeah, it was moving really quickly.
Maybe I'm crazy.
It's about a minute and a half, it looked like total from the start, maybe less. Yeah, no, minute 05. So minute 20 it was at the original full timing.
So everyone sit back, grab a monster, relax. That Roche, it might be a Roche fight, it might just be a Roche, and then a base defense by J.Storm, but J.Storm's doing all they can. I love how they are just sitting bottom, continuing to clear out that wave. Juan, he's pretty much just going to sit there the rest of the game until Roche is up.
Maybe he put some courier there instead of himself.
Yeah. If they want to do an aggressive move, probably.
Yeah. Brax. Oh, they glyph it. The one creep.
No.
The boat.
It won't hit him. And he's going.
But now they have these other waves pushing in. They're going to send some Radiant Illusion.
Dude, why glyph that, though? I guess it doesn't really do anything because they're just going to kill it, but it's funny. Maybe make them waste some time here.
Maybe they're probably like anticipating the Roche timer, so they're probably just forcing.
I think someone just tried to boots a travel bottom, but Moo killed the creep. So.
Oh, maybe that's what they were trying to set up for there.
And here we go.
It looks like it was Flea. Yeah, he has his boots are used.
And well, it's going to be up very shortly here. J.Storm probably not going to be able to defend the Roche. Just going to have to stick to a base defense. But you never know. Maybe a crazy move is the play. An Aghanim's not picked. It's purchased by the Crystal Main. It's still the, if they're hit with it for 2 seconds.
I think it's 2.5, isn't it? Or is it 2?
It says set amount of time.
What?
Thank you, Ice Rock.
I'm pretty sure it's 2. It's either 2 or 2.5. I know what both of us are.
Yeah, we're in the 2
right.
zone. We'll take it. Yeah,
Both
it's in the 2 area. And there we go. Roshan will get taken. And they're going to get a lot of stuff on this. Who do you give the Axe to?
Timber, probably. Or, ooh.
Possibly Annihilate? Oh, they give it to the Shadow Demon.
Oh.
Dude, he has a lot of charges.
Yeah, it's always really nice to have, but it's not like he's... What can he break? He can break the SF stuff a little bit. Not the souls, but he can remove the Necromass, or the Aura.
Yep.
But it's just a triple purge. It allows him to chase more. All right, cool. Juan's probably like, all right, give me something, guys.
Come on, I've been saving your asses all game. Let me have this one. And yeah, now the thing is, Moo, I love it. They have their own Tinker ward here. And because of that ward, he knows, okay, no one's down here. Pretty risky, but we'll see if he wants to clear it. I think he's going to try to clear the next creep wave more than likely. And I love it. They're pushing in bottom. This is the one lane Dire's been pushing. They're like, let's go for it.
Yeah, he's going to cut the wave for sure. He's going to pop out, try to take that one out. Now that means they're going to have to address the mid lane, though, too, J.Storm, to make sure that Demon Slayers doesn't hit their base. But I mean, Demon Slayers has all the rocks taken anyway. So.
Dude, look at this. Just some covert action stuff going on here.
Dire's middle tower
Moving behind the lines. But now, as you see, Radiant, after they get that Roche taken down, they are a lot cockier.
They saw something. Flea, he saw Crystal Nova.
Yeah, he did. And now they know. There's 2 of them here.
Oh, who's going to get hunted? Who's hunting who?
It's the Edict on Flea, but Flea might just go down there. He's going to use. Does he have a teammate? He does not. He has nothing to get out of here anymore as well. Oh, Juan's here now. There's going to be the put under can. They TP out. Oh my goodness, he gets it on both. This should be at least a kill on Moose. Can he? He's just casting the ulti. We see the freeze. It does pretty much nothing. Poor Aghanim's Crystal Main really does nothing.
He did some damage, but yeah. And now they're going to lose their ward because of that move they made.
And it looks like they got the gem back as well. Flea had it, he died, but it was the Crystal Main who picked it up and died as well. And now there's the DD.
DD bottom, Arcane top, picking up some bounty runes.
And now, Lifestealer does have that moon shard as you talked about. I think they're probably just going to maybe make sure they have both buybacks on Razor, who has Boots of Travel, because if you just, run in Suicide Boots of Travel back, it's a nice bait.
Yeah. Bots 2 are finished on the Razor. I don't think the Lifestealer had his bots 2, though, just yet.
Oh, man, and it is.
They can look to hunt, though, with this now. TPing on top of his teammate, but nope, it's just to clear out. Double catapult wave.
And there's I love it, the book. The last book at 60 minutes picked up by the Shadow Demon. He's like, come on, I'm so close.
Oh, God, I hope he takes the... I mean, he shouldn't. Yeah. Even though he has the Aghanimus, the damage is really tempting.
It's still going to be a while before he gets it. He's like roaming his 5. It is a lot.
Oh, he got it.
Oh, he got it from that. Let's
2 disruption. Come on, don't do that. I know it's tempting.
Will he be tempted by
It's so
fate?
much damage. It is so much
He
damage.
takes it. There you go, Fog. If they win the series, you can ask him about it. Be like, that was such an amazing play. Like, not any of your disruptions, but, the pick and the talent. Well, they do have the gem again, and he gets the Observer Ward down. So they continue getting those Tinker Wards up.
And look at the gold he gets for it. 345. That's a juicy ward.
Uh-oh. He didn't pop BKB. They see him. He gets the Yules. Nice job by Annihilate there. Gets the vision move. He's going to try to run. Can he get it? Yes. Scary stuff. But now they do have bottom pushed in. Obviously, top actually got pushed by Dark. J.Storm is playing this pretty much perfectly for what they can.
Yeah, against Mega Creeps, like they're just trying to keep these lanes pushed out as much as possible. And yeah, very nice heads up play by Moo, knowing he can, the 2 TPs that he has available.
And it is tough because you see the buyback status right now. Everyone has it but Juan. The thing is, the buybacks on supports for J.Storm is so much better. because they're in their base, right?
Yeah.
You can't TP back. If Juan dies, he doesn't have boots of travel.
Yeah, I mean,
Flea does, I guess.
but
Yeah.
But not Juan.
And Costa Vile, they're just going to stack him up. He tries to bring down that tower, won't quite get it. Shadow Fiend is broken. They lose the minus armor. Costa Vile trying to run. Do they have a 4-step to help him? Flea? There's going to be the bring mag. They will force them. He does still have the Aegis, but no reason to just lose it like that. And I love it. Annihilate. He runs in. The static link is still there. He's going for it. He is stealing so much damage. My God, this Razor might just start popping off on everyone. Flees there. Nice double stun comes out from Moo. They try to hold him in place. They might just lose their towers here. Annihilate will get X'd up. Got to be careful. There goes a tier 4. Nope. Glyphed up. And they're getting nervous, you see. Both teams there. The composure still there. And they're finally, no, they still haven't brought down the tower. The tree armor keeping it alive. Oh, 9 gets nuked down. Yeah, that's Soul Catcher. They get one of the tier 4s. Give me some more gold. Juan has buyback because of it now. Annihilate getting run down with that Spirit Vessel on him. 9, he wants to chase. They do get the X up. There's going to be a Tort. Nice Yules by Annihilate into the air. There's going to be an Abyssal Blade on 9, but he will make it out. Costa Vile just right clean. He is eating Brax alive because he already used the Solar Crest. Doesn't have a Moo! He gets blown up instantly, and this looks possibly the end. We do have the double buyback. Costa Vile, there's going to be that Aegis. Uh-oh, Moose. He got some big ulti, but no one really gets frozen. Alive comes the Lifestealer, gets stunned again. But now he's just right-clicking. Moose will probably go down to his Lifestealer. He does. And he is just standing in the front lines. Does need to be careful. He has the buyback, though. He honestly could spare another death, maybe. BKB is getting used. Yules in there. He's still stealing so much damage. Can they bring down Fear? Annihilate goes down Old White. He wants to get 9. Nice root stolen there by Flea. Flea will die. They have the boots of travel. Triples. They can let Costa Vile. But both cores are dead on J.Storm. And guess what? It looks like Demon Slayers is going to win their first game. And honestly, it's the most important one. It keeps you in the tournament. What a play by Demon Slayers. And hell yeah. Give them a clap.
And keeping their composure, right? In this game, which looked like at some points it was getting a bit tough. They were like 10K gold behind. They were able to take these fights really well. Flea with some clutch steals, clutch roots. Annihilate also recovering super well after that little bit of a rough start in the mid lane. He ended up having this like great game, even like just being able to frontline for his team, always getting the right links.
And dude, it's not
really
just losing this game for J.Storm, it's like how long the game went. Like you just lost a 70-minute Mega Crate game. You're trying to like stay in it, and you're just kind of like, it could wear on you. And I think it really comes down, I remember that fight top, right? They try to commit up towards that shrine, and instead they come back and kill that Shadow Fiend who just lost their Aegis. And that was when it felt like it turned around like, hey, they got someone shot calling now, like they're not making these bad decisions.
Yeah, I mean, like for me, they made a lot of really good decisions, and I actually did, like I was mentioning, like the last pick, Lifestealer versus the 3 cores, we mentioned how good it actually can be if he can stick on targets. Died a few times, but then he got his items online, and when he was sticking, he was chunking them down. Great play by Costa Vile.
He played amazingly. It was a long game. That means you guys at home might want to, get a libation, get a monster, get something. But when we come back, can Demon Slayers do it? Can they... The biggest upset of the LAN season this year? You'll have to stick around and find out. We will be right back.